this track could talk. There'd be a lot of great stories. Your story was certainly a great one, having been an athlete under Coach May, and when you saw that banner drop with his name on it, Willie May Fieldhouse, how did it make you feel?
You know, it was long overdue. We've been wanting to do something to honor the legacy of this great man and what he's done for this community and for the athletes that he had opportunity to coach. And this was just great. When I saw that come down, just a joy. That now we don't say Fieldhouse now, we say Willie May Fieldhouse.
How important is mentorship and development as an athlete or as an administrator or as a teacher? And how did that work for you? I heard you talk about that.
Yeah, you know, it's a giving back. Mentoring is giving back. And so understanding that. And Coach May took me under his wing because I was interested in track and used to ask him a lot of questions and stuff, and he saw my love for track, and so we just formed this relationship because I was always asking him, how can I do well at the next level? How can I do this? Is it bad if I get married young? And just all kind of things, and he helped guide me through that. He helped guide me through education, and he helped guide me through making right decisions. It's important not to lose your opportunities. And, you know, we all lose some along the way. Everybody does, but you don't want to lose the big one. You want to be there for your big opportunity.
His pedigree, obviously, a silver medalist, and then going to the Pan American Games. But he coached a lot of great athletes here, and he was able to help those kids make the next step. Let's talk about a few names that come to mind. Howard Jones, Joe Stewart, Nat Page. Those are names, Bob McGee, that come to my mind.
Robert Gary, two-time Olympian for Coach May. Dwayne Stone, outstanding track football player here. The Gene Paul boys. Just we could go on and on naming outstanding. Got Robert Simmons, Cecil Martin. I mean, just the names just keep flowing, you know. And sometimes we forget them until we see the Daryl Richardson, who was a great triple jumper for, was back and he was here today. Ron Champagne, Dr. Ron Champagne, who ran hurdles for Coach May and ran on the 4x8 and 4x4. So as you see, you can just keep rolling those names off of those super guys. Neville Forrester. I mean, I can just keep naming.
Now, one thing that Coach May didn't do was he really didn't talk about his pedigree as a track guy. If you're around him, you never heard him really talk about that, and obviously it was stellar.
Yeah, he never wanted the limelight on him. He wanted it on the guys. I used to get on him about that. I said, man, why don't you parlay that silver medal? I mean, he says, it ain't about that. Well, what it really was is that he's upset because he knew he won, and he got the silver, and his buddy got the gold. See, those guys were real good friends. And so he couldn't be mad at the guy because the judges picked him, but in his heart, he knew he won. But he wasn't interested in that. He was interested in developing young men, and he saw his legacy that way of developing these young guys and hopefully getting them to that next level, which is the Olympics.
Now, as an athlete, talk about the qualities. You had the unique position of being an athlete and then a coach here, then administrator. So talk about the uniqueness of his coaching qualities that made him a stellar coach.
Well, first off, he was hard but fair. He's bottom line. So bottom line is this. He looks at May 1st. He goes to May, state meet, sees what we can do in May, and then he comes all the way back to January. And he sets up his agenda based on what he can see us being at the state meet. So he sets up the agenda back there. So that's the type of coach he is, kind of detailed kind of guy. Real detailed. Didn't look detailed, but he was detailed. I mean, right down the line. And if he gave you a responsibility, he wouldn't get behind you and dog you, but he expected it to be done.
And then, do you have anything final to add about this whole ceremony and Coach May's relationship with you?
I thought the ceremony was done great by Emerson Township High School, District 202. I mean, they just do a great job. And this look at all the people that came out on a snowy day, right? The diversity out here, right? For Coach May. I mean, that to me is just outstanding. And he's always been my best friend, and shared a lot of great times in my basement with Coach Boss and Willie made Coach Harris, and he loved to just talk to junk. Coach May loved to talk junk. And see, a lot of you athletes don't know that about him, man. He loved that type of stuff. He was a regular guy, loved jazz music, and he just loved to be regular. Even though he knew and we knew he was great. Can't be regular when you're great. He tried to dumb down, but he couldn't. Because whenever he took that stride, you knew what it was. Olympian.